Hello and welcome back to another video. This vlog, well, I would say it's going to be all about the home camisole again because I am starting my second one. I did have 2 balls left over from my green one, so I get to return them. So I have 60 days to return from the date of purchase, which was like 2 weeks ago. So I finished my first camisole in under 2 weeks. I'm going to show it because it still needs to be flocked, but she is done. It's so pretty. It's the perfect size. I will, once it's blocked, I'll do some footage of it on, but I love it so much. I decided to stick with this pattern. It's the nicest fabric too. Oh, you can see a little bit. You can see the line where I had my lifeline in. Okay, well, whatever. Doesn't matter. It's a great pattern. I love the pattern, obviously, because I decided to stick with it and do the next one. So we're just gonna have a little bit of a knit and chat here to start off the vlog because it's already Wednesday. It's been a crazy week. The house has been listed. We had a showing, no bites yet, but that's totally okay. This was the first week we actually had nice weather. Like every day was sunny and like between 15 and 20 degrees. It was just the most beautiful weather ever. So for this year so far. So I feel like that's a big excuse as to why people haven't really shown up as much as we thought they would. We do have like hundreds, almost 1,000 favorites on realtor.ca. So we're doing fine with the house. It's gonna be fine. I'm not overly concerned. We are not getting another house that we put an offer in on because of the inspection. So that's okay. It happens. It's still a beautiful home. And for someone who has the extra cash on hand to be able to do some of the big fixes it needed, it was an older home. It's about the same age as this home, but our house here has been completely gutted and renovated. So there aren't really any major fixes. Whereas that home has never been. It's been updated, like it had an updated kitchen and everything. It's beautiful, but it did need some work in the attic and on both the front and the back deck, and it just needed enough work. It needed some window replacements. These were all things that were safety hazards too. They weren't just things we can live with. They weren't like aesthetics things. They were literally safety things. Window frames were rotted and could literally just crumble with our baby if our baby decided to sit on the bay window, like just things like that. So we decided not to. We backed out of we had an accepted offer and we backed out of it. So that's really sad. We've had a sad week because of it, but there's less stress on this house now on selling. We can just sell when the right person comes along. So we are still looking at other homes, but it's not so much a rush to find the one because we do have a place to go if we sell first, which is what we should be doing. Sell first and then buy after we sell. So anyway, that's the update on that. So I've been trying to keep the house as clean as possible so that like maybe all I have to do is like fold some laundry and make the bed, or like fold some laundry and wipe down the kitchen. Like that's all I have to do when we have a showing at a moment's notice, and get Lucy all put together too, packed up and ready to go wherever we're gonna go. For the most part, like we could just go for a walk as a family when we have showings. Like we don't have to go pack up and go stay at grandma and grandpa's house. Like we don't have to do that. We just did it the first showing because they booked it for 7 to 7:30 p.m., which is right at Lucy's bedtime. So like we could have done a carrier walk. She sleeps every time I have her in that carrier. She sleeps on me instantly. Like we could have done that, and then that's how we got her to bed. We could have just done that. It was nice enough weather to do it, but we decided just to go spend the night at grandma and grandpa's, so that was fine. But anyway, that's the update on the house, the update on my finished home camisole, and the beginning of my second one. So this yarn is still the tin line. I'm still holding it double, but this is the powder color, and it really is quite a pretty like light beige pink. And I'm really happy with it. So far, so good. I only started this like an hour ago, and I'm already almost done the first triangle. It's crazy how fast projects go, patterns go once you've already knit it once. This is flying off the needles. I'm not even really looking at the pattern. I just know my stitch counts for each section and increases. So that's kind of nice to not, like, I will consult the pattern when I start the second triangle just to make sure I'm doing the increases right, because I know they do swap out to do the right proper shaping. So anyways, yeah, very, very excited to have this. I did the first one in 12 days. That's how long it took me. So I think I can do this one even quicker because I'm just flying. But I will say, I'm gonna return the 4 balls of this, which I think is around like $32. I was gonna keep it and then maybe do a shawl with it, like a really lightweight, like springtime kind of shawl. But I have so many shawls. I love knitting shawls. I really love knitting shawls. I have so many of them. And the thing is, I just don't wear them that much. Like, I always forget to throw them on when I'm going out the door, or we're going somewhere and I'm worried that something's gonna happen to them, or like the stitches are gonna get pulled, whatever. So excuse my hair today. It is a mess. But I have a run today. I just don't feel like doing my hair. But anyway, yeah, I just decided I don't think this, although I do feel like this is really soft fabric, it is a really soft fabric for being cotton. I think it's cotton and linen. I'm really, really happy with the fabric. Against my skin, it feels amazing. But I feel like I'm not going to wear a shawl out of this. Although I'm just itching to knit one. I'm itching to cast on a shawl. I don't know if that's just the warmer weather. I usually do like shawl, hat, mitten, even like sock knitting in the summer and springtime and summer, because they just feel like great summer projects. They're just not as big as a sweater. Although I think this year I'm gonna knit these 2 tank tops. I may also knit a black one. So this is the conundrum I'm having right now. Do I return, oh, I still have a stitch marker in there. Do I return the 4 balls, so the 2 pinks and the 2 greens, and get some mohair for a sweater? So I have, Arcane Fiberworks had this deal, and I'll show this when I get the yarn. It's a fingering weight yarn. I got 3 skeins, which is enough to do a sweater if I hold it with another lace weight, which is what I love to do. So it's like this beautiful coffee color. I will insert it. I am so excited about it. I got this random email from Shop that I had $15 or $16 there, which I always just ignore it because it just covers shipping, really. And I know there's lots of stores, like yarn stores and dyers, that are like affiliated with Shop, so it's great. But I just don't need to spend money if I don't need to spend money, you know what I mean? I didn't have a reason for it. But then it was also like, spend a certain amount and get $35 off, plus the $16 that I had, plus free shipping. So of course, Arcane Fiber, I've always wanted to try the yarn from Arcane Fiberworks, so I did. They had this color coffee. Oh, what's it called? Something coffee. Creamy coffee? I think it's called creamy coffee. And I always wanted like a rustic kind of orangey brown, like foxy kind of sweater, but never found the right color. And I mean, of course, I've only seen it online. I don't have the yarn yet. I will show you as soon as I get it. I will do an unpackaging and show you the yarn. It is stunning. It seems stunning. I can't wait to see it in person. I'm reluctant to buy the lace weight I want to hold with this yarn. So I got 3 skeins for $70 Canadian. Flat. That's taxes, that's shipping, that's everything in there. 3 skeins. These skeins are like $36. So I basically got a free skein and didn't have to pay tax or shipping. Like, amazing deal. So I snagged it. As if I need another sweater quantity. I don't. I probably have 20 sweater quantities in my stash, which I'm happy with. Like I said before, I'm very happy with my stash. All of the colors that I have picked out over the years are still my colors. And I don't mind doing a de-stash when I like come across something. I'm like, I don't think I'll wear anything in that. Or and I don't think I know anybody who would wear anything in that. Like, I don't mind doing it, but like everything I have, I still love so much. So I don't really need to be buying more sweater quantities, but I did. Because this was just a deal I couldn't turn away. Knowing the value of hand-dyed yarns, I could not pass this up. So I realized quickly that with 3 skeins, I'm going to need a lace weight. And I didn't have anything in stash that would fit it very well. Like I do have a little area in my stash for like Surreys and certain lace weights that I have, but I'm just like, nothing matches the color because I don't have anything this like orangey brown. So I'm thinking I might return those 4 skeins of tin line and invest that money into a sweater quantity of some mohair. There is a color, I think it's Sandisgarn Tin Silk Mohair. Chocolate is the color, which would make the orangey color a little bit more of a brown, which I'm okay with. I love that. I'm very into browns right now. They do have the color Acorn, which is a little bit more of a subtle light brown, which I think would suit the coffee color better. They just only have 5 skeins and I'm pretty sure I need 6 to make a sweater quantity. I think for a pullover, I think I need 6. I can't remember if it's 5 that I need or 6 that I need, but I don't want to be without. And what if that's one of the colors that they end up discontinuing? So it's tough. It's tough to know what to do. But I think I'm going to wait since I'm so on the fence. I'm going to wait because I also have 3 skeins of Malabrigo sock and eggplant, which is like a really dark gray, almost like blackish purple kind of color, undertone color. And I'm really not sure what mohair or silk, like Surrey silk, I'm going to hold that with. So I have those 2 sweater quantities in stash that need lace, and I would just like to complete that, complete those so that I can knit them, because I feel like those might be the 2 that I knit next, like after my vest number 8, when I start to gear up, like in August, when I start to gear up for the fall again and I want to, you know, cast on some sweaters. Those might be the first 2 I go for. I feel like for sure I'm going for the Arcane because that like coffee colored brown is exactly what I want. So we'll see. Yeah, so this vlog is going to be about my second rendition of this. I'm probably not going to talk about it too much because I mean, I've talked about it enough. Like it's really just a matter of getting those last 2 balls of yarn, making sure I don't have to dip into them, which if I knit it the exact same length, like I did the straps the same, because once I do the I-cord, it really like pulls that chest up. So I kept everything the same. I have not changed a thing. I don't plan on changing a thing. Actually, that's not true. Wait, that is not true. This fits perfectly, but it is like, it does kind of contour around my bust and come back down. Like my bust isn't really stretching. I don't know. It's kind of a weird fit. It is a nice fit though. Like it is flattering. I will probably do the size medium this time. And because I did 2 stitches less on each side when I cast on the underarm stitches for this, I will keep those 2 stitches on this one. So I might actually dig into those other 2 balls, or at least I won't, holding double, I won't dig into both of them. I'll dig into one. I'll just pull out the strand from inside the ball, and then maybe I'll just only have 3 balls to return. And that's okay if I do. That's totally okay. It's something. And then I still haven't yet figured out what I'm doing for I haven't figured out what I'm doing for the sweater quantity of mohair anyway. I can probably just return it, return the yarns and put it towards store credit, because True North does that. And then, I mean, they know I'm gonna be back. I'm literally there all the time. And then maybe when I get the yarn, maybe what I'll do is when I get the Arcane yarn, which should be here Friday. So today is Wednesday. If it's here Friday, then I'll take you with me and we'll go to True North and I'll show you the store and I'll take the yarn with me and I will try to like see what I think it's gonna look like with some of the mohairs that they have in there. If I feel like that acorn color is the color, if I feel like it's the color for me, what I might do is buy the 5 and then just have True North notify me when they get more in stock and then go pick it up. And that 6th skein, if it doesn't match in color, because it might not, If it doesn't match in color, then that's okay. I will just have to maybe do like all of the ribbing on the sweater. Could be, I haven't picked a pattern yet either. So I might do it like that. All of the ribbing will be the last skein of mohair, and then that way if it is slightly different in color, it's not the end of the world. That's my plan. Exciting things. It's unboxing time! Yay! So exciting. We have a bobbin, of course. And I'm really curious to know, I bet they don't fit on the front of my wheel because I'm sure the new one only has a space for 2 bobbins on the front. So I have a feeling these do not fit, but I'm gonna test them anyway. You never know. They might fit. I don't think they do though. I don't think they will, but that's okay. I'll just leave the display bobbins on my wheel as like the original standard Ashford bobbins. And then these big guys I'll just put away in my bin with all my other accessories. And here we are. So exciting. Definitely going to pop this on before I stain it. It is getting popped onto my wheel. We're gonna test it. I'm gonna finish my green merino spin on this flyer just to make sure I love it before I commit to it, because if it's not as smooth and easy as the hooked flyer, because it is heavier, like it is quite a bit heavier than that flyer, although I do have the bobbin on it right now. Let's take the bobbin off. Okay, bobbin is off. It's still, like it is a bit heavier than the other flyer, which I think is what, like, so treadling my jumbo flyer is way more, like there's way more resistance on the wheel than there is when I use my hooked flyer that came with my wheel. And this is heavier than that hooked flyer for sure. And it's not even stained yet. The stain does add a little bit of weight to it as well. Like it made my wheel so heavy when it's not really a heavy wheel. So anyway, there it is. We got it. Let's see how it works. They fit. I'm so excited. I can't wait to stain it. I mean, I can't wait to stain it as long as, you know, spinning with this flyer is as smooth as and fast as this guy. I know this ratio for the fastest whirl is a little bit slower on the new flyer compared to this one, which is why I'm not going to get rid of this one. You can see the crack right there. It's okay. There's nothing wrong with it. I just don't feel like spending $120 right now to replace this one. Although ideally that's what I should do. When I stain my new flyer and the bobbins, I should also maybe replace this and stain it. But this one's okay for now. It's cracked. I don't know if you can see that. It is cracked there because I guess it's cracked there too. We wood glued it, sanded it. You can see there now. Sanded it and then re-stained it because the stain adds a ton of strength to this wood. When my dad dropped it, it landed here on the end of the flyer shaft, and then I guess it just cracked the wood there. I don't think the flyer shaft is actually bent. I've looked. I think it's all okay. I think it's gonna be fine. So I can, when I want to spin really thin, I can bust this guy out and do that. Like right now I'm using the second whirl. Like I thought I'd always be on the fastest because I thought this wheel was just a little bit too slow for me. I got faster with the rows. My hands got faster, but I was spinning so fine. Obviously speed with spinning has more to do with the weight of yarn you're going to get than your skill or how fast or not fast your hands are. So when I'm spinning merino, my hands are not as fast. And especially this stuff is quite compacted. Kind of reminds me of Malabrigo Nube because it's been in a vacuum sealed. Now I've learned my lesson. If something comes in a vacuum seal, it's wonderful. Yes, it's wonderful for storage, but it does really compact the fiber. So from now on, if I get any braids shipped to me like that, they will be coming out. Although I feel like most of the braids I'm going to acquire at this point will be at festivals, but somebody absolutely loves the bobbins. So we've already got bobbins on the floor in here. Another one over there under the bed. And then a bag of handspun that we're going to talk about later. But for now, yes, they fit on my beautiful wheel. I'm so excited. And we are all set up. So let's see how this spins. Had a little bit of time here to spin today. And so far, so good with this new flyer. It spins just as like smooth and fast as my other flyer did that I love. So I really don't even see a need to replace my hooked flyer at all. I'll just, like, there's nothing really wrong with the one that I have other than it's cracked, but I mean, like, it still works, it still functions. So maybe I'll replace it someday when it actually breaks and falls apart, or I'll just keep gluing it back together with wood glue. It's really not a big deal. This one, I honestly don't see myself straying from this one unless I want to do some plying on the jumbo, because quite honestly, this spins really, really, really well. And there's a little bit of like a sound to it right now. It is a little bit noisy, but that's probably, I think, all my flyers. Like my jumbo, when I first used it, was kind of noisy as well and was really, really annoying. And I almost hated it when I first started spinning with it. And I'm kind of grateful that I ended up staining it before I used it, before I tried it out, because otherwise I might have returned it. And I did do a whole entire 100 grams on it singles, so not even plying with it yet. And have to say, I do really like it in the end, but I probably will only use it for plying just because of how much easier these smaller flyers are on the wheel. Like, this is just so easy on, like, to treadle, and just obviously if it's easier to treadle, that means it's easier on the wheel itself. So all that to say, I am really, really pleased. I can't wait to stain it, although I have committed to spinning up the rest of the 50 grams I have of this merino on this flyer. So I am going to my parents' house, which is where my stain is and where my dad's workshop is. That's where we stain everything. I'm probably gonna wait another week before I go and stain this. So that's okay. I'll finish up the spin, get it plied probably on my e-spinner. That way I can get it done really, really fast. And I can do it when the baby's watching Miss Rachel in the morning or something. Then I can ply this up as fast as I can. But she's pretty eager to get outside right now. I'm trying to get through this chunk that I pulled off, but we might not get to, and that's okay. I'll just put it back in the bags that I crocheted to hang off the tension knob on my wheel. And so I put my current spin in there. I have this mahogany little toggle as well. And that's what hangs off my wheel. I have 3 of them made up so that I can do, one's green, one's brown, and then this beige one. And I also have my oil in here. And they just hang off my wheel. This just hangs off my wheel. And I probably shouldn't hang it off the tension knob. It should probably hang off one of the maiden uprights here. But anyway, it hangs off my wheel. And I keep these full of current spins. So if I do a 3-ply, then each braid, I weigh my 3-ply and divide a braid or whatever it is, bump up into 3, weigh it, and then I braid them, and then I put them in these bags. And then that way I'm organized with whatever spin I'm doing. This is just a 2-ply. So yeah, anyway, it's looking really good so far. I'm really, really pleased. I know as the oil works through it and coats that flyer shaft, that it'll be fine. But I know when I go and I stain this, I'm probably gonna have to do all of this again, like get the oil running through it again. It might be a little bit noisy for the first, 20, 30 grams of a spin, and then it'll start to really get better. Oh, that's too thin there, I don't like that. Anyway, yeah, so far with this spin, I am really, really happy with not just the spin, but my new flyer. And bobbins, the bobbins fit on my wheel. That makes me so happy that they all three of those sliding hook flyer bobbins, they are a little bit bigger than these ones, the standard ones. So I'm really happy. I am really happy that, oh no, it broke. I am really happy that the bobbins fit on the wheel. So that makes me wonder why with the new Traveler 3, it makes me wonder why they switched to 2 and then they have the third bobbin on the back side. I don't know if they just like the appearance of that better. But I really love having all 3 on front. It looks beautiful and I cannot wait to stain these new bobbins in my new flyer and then get it all set up on here. I can't wait. I really wish I could do it this week, but it's not gonna work out. We have a showing that got booked today for Friday morning. It is now Thursday, tomorrow morning. So I'm definitely not gonna have this been done in time, not with my baby girl. She is hit or miss with her naps lately. And it's a beautiful sunny day, so I think actually she has not napped yet and it's almost 3 p.m. So we don't like her sleeping after 5 p.m. or even after 4:30. So I think I'm gonna go take her out in the stroller. It's a gorgeous day. We already went for a walk this morning. And of course, like the 45 minutes that I went out and walked where it was like windy, like almost not stormy, like it wasn't stormy, but it felt like it was gonna be stormy. Like the air just felt heavy. Even though it was chilly, it felt heavy and the sky was gray. And I woke up to a blue sky and then this happened between like 11 and 12. And then we came home, we played, we had lunch, we watched a movie. And now it's sunny and blue skies again. And I'm like, why? Like that was such a sad, dismal walk. And she slept for like 20 minutes on me. She actually, I wasn't even gonna walk her until this afternoon, but she walked up to me with the carrier and like held it up to me and then put her arms up to be held. So how can you say no to that? You know, like how can you say no? So this walk I think we're gonna do in the stroller because she can take more in the stroller, she can see more. And it is warming up, like it's 20 degrees now. So it'll be a little bit too warm, I think, for us to go out and do a carrier walk. I think we'd both be sweating. So we're gonna go out, we're gonna have a stroller walk. I'm excited and I'm so buzzing. I'm buzzing because this is probably gonna be my main flyer now. I don't think I'm really going to go back to the hooked flyer if this one does it. Like this one is really, it's really great. It's working beautifully and it's flying and I'm still on that second whirl. So I'm not on the fastest whirl at all. And it's still working so lovely. So, I mean, yeah, how can I complain? I really can't. I can't wait to stain it. Yay! I have received all of the yarn. I'm so excited. It does look way darker on camera than it actually is in person. But here we have Creamy Coffee by Arcane Fiberworks. This is their 80/20 merino nylon sock base. It's super soft. and it's really rich in color. I mean, it is pretty accurate to the photo, which I will insert, but I really like this. And I ended up caving for this midnight sole, which I've never used before, but I've always wanted to. It's really, really soft. So I'm actually quite happy. I did compare it to one of the Sandnes Garden Tin Silk Mohairs that I had in stash, just to see how soft in the skein they would feel. This definitely feels a little bit softer thanks to the alpaca, I believe. But yeah, very excited. I feel like this is a really good matching color. And I can't wait to knit it. I just got to find a pattern now. So drop comments for some suggestions for DK weight patterns. I'd like to do something that's stockinette, but with maybe some like something exciting or different in the ribbing or maybe in the collar. I don't know. I wouldn't mind doing something collared. Like I love Andrea Mowry's new sweater, but I'm not a fan of like I mean, I know it's sport weight. I could still probably do this gauge, but I feel like I don't want to do anything like textured because it would just take me forever, the rate that I can actually knit right now. So something I think simple, but has some sort of extra pizzazz. Drop some comments, some suggestions. Let me know. I'm so excited. It's so beautiful. Yay! And now she's all ready for storage. Okay, so here is the finished home camisole. It's, I wish I added short rows in the back to make it a bit longer, but we are liking it. It fits really nicely. It covers the bra strap perfectly, like you cannot see it. Yeah, I think it's the perfect length for the kind of jeans that I wear. But yeah, it's perfect. I think next time I will go, actually now I'm kind of thinking maybe I shouldn't. Now I'm thinking I might not, but I already did it. And I just joined it around now before this clip. So anyway, we love it. And yeah. Very happy. I just wanted to give a quick update on my second home camisole. This one is the first. I think I will have already done a clip to show it to you. Really love it. It has amazing amount of ease. It's perfect fit. I did go up 2 stitches for this one. So I've already joined. I did all 4 triangles and I joined in the round. And this time, so the green one I'm wearing now was in between a size small and medium, and it's the perfect fit. I decided to go up for this pink one, and now that I have it fully blocked and I'm wearing it, I shouldn't have. I think the only modification I'd want to make for the pink one is maybe adding short rows in the back. And maybe a tiny, maybe a little tiny bit of length, like a centimeter more. I mean, what kind of a difference is 4 stitches gonna make? It's like 3/4 of an inch in ease. It's not gonna make that much of a difference, is it? Oh, it's so hard to know. It's so hard to know. The triangles at the top are the same. Everything's the same. I just did a true size medium for the pink one, which I'm kind of thinking now that I have this on and it fits, like it does have ease in the body. When I first tried it on, when I first cast it off, it was quite snug to my belly. And then now that I've blocked it, it's perfect. So I'm kind of thinking maybe I shouldn't I don't know, but then I'd have to tink back. I would have to tink back 2 rows? 2 rows in order to do this. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I have to make that decision. I mean, we're about to go to dinner, so I don't really get the chance to do it now. But I do have to make the decision soon because I don't want to keep knitting in the round and not, I mean, I'm on the bed, but I'm going to stand up. I feel like that is a good amount of positive ease. For a tank top, I feel like that's good, right? I shouldn't probably add any more than that. But again, 4 stitches is literally that much between my fingers there. Is it really going to affect me that much? I don't feel like this is going to stretch. I might just go for it. I might just leave it, continue knitting, do the short rows. I think that's what I'm going to do. Okay, so I've made up my mind. Instead of tinking back or even frogging back, because this is double-stranded, that could be really sketchy, really messy. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to just, I think I'm just going to do 2 decreases. Like I'll just do 1 decrease and then like, I don't know, and after an inch more of ribbing, I'll do another one, or like 2 inches more of ribbing. I'll make them very, you know, invisible, if you will. Oh, I should have painted my nails. That's not good. Anyway, yeah, so that's what I think I'm going to do. And then that way it'll be similar to the size of this one. And then I will add, because I'm going to have quite a bit left over because I decided to do that. So I committed to keeping an extra ball of the yarn. So I'm going to have enough left over to do the short row. So that's what I've decided to do. I've committed to it. I'm not going to bother ripping back. I'm just going to do my decreases, and I'm going to do one. I don't know. Should I do one now and then do another one in an inch, or do one in an inch and then another one later? I think I'm going to do a decrease now so that it's not too loose in the underarm, because this one is a little bit gappy in the underarm, which I don't love. It's flappy, gappy, whatever. So I think I'm going to do a decrease next round on both sides. 1 decrease. So that means I have another stitch to decrease, which I'll do in like an inch and a half. And then I think it'll be great. Anyways, very excited, very happy with it. Love. Thank you so much for watching. If you've made it this far, please consider giving me a thumbs up and a subscribe. That would mean the world. I am loving these vlogs, and I find them really easy to do throughout the week, at least for someone who is a busy mom. So yeah, expect them to keep coming, and I hope you're enjoying them, and I will see you next time.